Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Read the
Read the
Damn
room.
Room with myself,
Read the
Jasmine
room.
Boxing, and my brother, Cam J Network. By now, all of you have probably already seen Claressa Shields' response to Layla Ali's Let the Record Show. So we're going to go over the video with y'all, and then we're going to help y'all read the room. So let me know when you're ready. I will put this on, brother. You ready?
Yes, I'm definitely ready for it, man. Let's get it cracking.
Let's get it cracking. Okay. Because apparently reading the room is not something everyone can do. Here
Absolutely.
we go. All right.
Losing the fight against me for a very long time. And we all know when you start losing the fight, you go below the belt. I really did not want to have to respond to this video because I am not into tearing another black woman down. This is just another example of the older hating on the youth. So now I want to come and set the record straight on what really happened, how our beef started, and how we got here today. So let's take it back to the beginning. 16-year-old Claressa Shields from Flint, Michigan, fighting her way to the Olympics to represent her country. Now, for those who don't know, around this time, I was relatively unknown. I was a diamond in the rough. Mary Spencer was 3-time world champion. She is from Canada. Me and Mary Spencer met up at the Continental Championships to face off. And oh, did I put a whooping on Mary Spencer. For those who don't know, the World Championships and the amateurs come around every 2 years, where all the countries in the world meet at the World Championships, and you have to fight 5 to 6 days back to back to become world champion and hold a gold medal. Mary Spencer did that 6 years in a row. I, relatively unknown, at the age of 16, beat Mary Spencer on the point system, 17 points to 34. After that, interviews flooded in from all over.
And one of them is boxer Claressa Shields. She just finished her junior year at Flint Northwestern, and while her classmates enjoy summer vacation, she'll be competing in the world's biggest stage.
She has to be one of the potential feel-good stories of the London Games.
American Claressa Shields has the potential to stand out from the crowd. At the age of 17, she was the youngest boxer to try out for the national team, and Shields hopes to qualify for the London Olympics by finishing in the top 8 of the middleweight category in China.
You know, I always have the highest hopes for myself.
So she was not the first person to interview me. Me beating Mary Spencer put everybody on notice. The young black girl from Flint was coming. Speaking of all the interviews that I did, Laila Ali came to the Olympic Training Center where I was training for the Olympics at, and me and her developed a big sister and little sister relationship. And now I wonder if it was even genuine because she gave me bad advice. She told me to stay amateur and win as many Olympic gold medals as I can because there was no TV exposure and no money for women's boxing in the professionals.
When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat.
That was nothing but her trying to body shame me and discredit me for winning world championships at weight classes in 5 different weight classes, which is 154, 160, 168, 175, and 175 plus. I went against her advice, and I was the first woman to make $1 million in women's boxing. Before this interview on The Breakfast Club with Laila Ali, me and her were very friendly. This is what ignited the entire beef.
You got Claressa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion.
Mhm.
She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. I mean, you know, it's still not what I would have wanted. I would have wanted more because I have a big picture in my mind. It was great.
Would you ever get back in the ring just for fun, shits and giggles?
Money right, Layla there, and you know, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
She claims that I took this out of context. And one thing I will say, she wasn't just saying that I wasn't good enough to inspire her and to give her a challenge. She was saying that all the women who were currently boxing could not give her a challenge. The problem is that I am the only one that says something. Now, coincidentally, I'm not the first woman athlete that she's done this to. Let's rewind again and take it back to when Ronda Rousey was the queen of combat sports.
Are you a fan of Ronda Rousey?
I wouldn't say that.
Before it was me, Ronda Rousey was the queen of combat sports. I mean, this girl was armbarring girls in less than 30 seconds. She was viral. She was making hundreds of millions of dollars in her field. When she was on top of her game dominating, Laila Ali became jealous. And instead of her embracing Ronda Rousey, she started during interviews telling everyone how she would beat Ronda Rousey in a fight because she was too small and the size of her daughter. Play the clip.
Do you think Ronda Rousey, would you be able to take Ronda Rousey?
And no woman can beat me, period.
No woman.
No woman, period.
Not even Ronda.
Of course not. She's too much smaller than me anyway. She's like the size of my daughter, my 3-year-old.
Laila Ali had been retired for years and still entertained conversations about coming out of retirement and fighting Ronda Rousey. Laila Ali was bluffing. She was bluffing then and she's bluffing now. This is what she does. She ties her name to whatever combat sports woman is popping, and she said that she'll beat them in a fight. And then she plays victim once they respond. So we all know that Ronda Rousey was on top of her game. Once Ronda Rousey lost, Laila Ali went on a celebratory tour laughing and celebrating the fact that Ronda Rousey had lost her first and only fight.
Me trainer. It was like, train Ronda Rousey. I'm like, but I thought you thought she could beat me. What happened?
So would you do that?
You can't train somebody's chin to take a punch. But for the right amount of money, yeah, we could probably make.
What does Ronda Rousey need to work on?
Oh, where do I begin? You know what I mean? I think we need to understand that in order to be the best in the world, you definitely don't ever get beat up like that in your prime, period.
No, it was pretty bad.
I remember you said the best in the world don't get beat. You still feel that way?
No. I said that?
Yeah, I thought in reference to Ronda Rousey.
You don't get beat the way she got beat. You know, to just get 100% taken advantage of in the ring and just look like a little rag doll in the ring, that would never happen.
Now, this is the thing that people wanna overlook. She's supposed to be so classy and supposed to be so, above everything. But look at these interviews here where she's clearly laughing at Ronda, discrediting Ronda, talking about how you can't be a great and lose that bad in your prime. She just taking a dump all over her, and Ronda Rousey was really that girl. So I don't know if you guys know, but up in boxing, it takes a lot to get inside the ring. It takes a lot to prepare for a fight. And we all have a camaraderie where we don't laugh at each other when we fail, someone loses a fight. We don't kick each other when we're down. We have a good sportsmanship, and if there is any competitive spirit, it's not in a disrespectful way. The way that Laila Ali celebrated Ronda Rousey's loss was disgraceful, and it showed that she has no integrity and that she doesn't even understand how serious the sport of combat sports is. So I'm playing these clips so you guys know it's not just me that Laila Ali hates on. She hates on any woman in combat sports who starts getting more notoriety than her. In Laila Ali video, she said that I had become a disappointment and a bad representation of our sport and culture. When Colin Kaepernick started to kneel to protest racial injustice and police brutality, it was a chain reaction. The world was tired of seeing unarmed black men being gunned down and killed by the police. Everybody came together to fight and stand united under one slogan: Black Lives Matter. Instead of joining the fight, this is what Laila Ali had to say. Play the clip.
You're black, but we as black people are not calling the shots. We're not in charge. You have to fit in. You have to conform to a certain extent, but still try to be true to yourself. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like with me, for example, I don't, a lot of times there's posts that I like that I might see that are very pro-black, but I won't post it on my Facebook page because I have fans from all races, from all around the world, and I don't ever like to make people feel separate. And sometimes they do, like when you just be like, Black Power, I love my, so it's like, I think it's time to like, I like the all lives matter, or all lives matter, and that's kind of what my focus is, but it's hard, because, you got sponsors, and you got this, and you got that, and you don't want to step on anybody's toes.
You said you don't want to speak out because you don't want to lose sponsorships, and you don't want to upset your different fans. Your father, Muhammad Ali, used his platform to stand up against oppression. To me, it doesn't seem like you're proud to be who you are, or to be the daughter of the great Muhammad Ali. For those saying that Laila Ali YouTube hate documentary that she did was classy, that wasn't classy. That was mean girl energy. She was being nice, nasty. She's always wanted to hate on me out loud, and now she's doing it proud and with her chest out to promote a YouTube channel. Now, in Laila Ali hate documentary, she says that her dad would never want his name tied to mine, and that he did not like the fact that I called myself woke. Well, lie detector test tells us that that was a lie. Play the clip.
Call yourself the GOAT, that's fine. It's flattering. You look up to my father. We both thought that was cute. That was sweet.
5 minutes later.
My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Laila, did you forget that you told me that your dad was flattered and proud that I called myself the GOAT? Laila Ali says that I lied about what transpired when she asked me to spar.
Now, you know that was a flat out lie. We know that if that were true, she would have said it years ago when it first was mentioned that she wouldn't spar me. There is absolutely no way she would have passed up the chance to tell everyone that she called my bluff and I backed down.
Here is a clip of her telling the same story that I told when she asked me to spar.
You got that from
I
your
offered
daddy?
Claressa sparring. When I talked to her, yeah, she reached out to me when she first won the Olympics, and we talked, and I gave her some advice. And I said, hey, you ever want to spar? And she's like, you want to spar me? I was like, Claressa, calm down.
I found that when she asked me to spar, I said, you want to spar me? The lie detector shows that that also was a lie. We're going to keep playing these clips. So now that we both see how the story of us sparring happened, if it is still on the table, if the offer is still on the table, we can still spar, because we all know that you're not ever going to get inside the ring and fight against me. Nobody thinks that Laila Ali can beat me in a fight. She doesn't think that, and neither does our peers. Play the clips.
Claressa Shields. I don't think there's really any question that she's the best women's boxer today.
Of all time.
All time. You putting over Laila Ali?
All time, and I love Laila.
Wolf?
All time.
Coal miner's daughter?
All time.
And she's the best fighter fucking in the world, bro.
Yeah,
There's nobody better than Claressa as a woman, bro. I don't give a fuck who you name. Nobody is coming close to her.
Yeah,
2 Olympic gold medals, bro. So if that's the case, if this girl was a man,
if she was a man,
bro, you know how much support niggas have of her. Like, the whole boxing world to have crazy support, because she'll be Floyd Mayweather, bro.
There's no comparison.
Damn.
At all time. I love Laila too.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody coming close to Claressa.
Right.
2-time Olympic gold medal.
Yes.
3-time undisputed.
Yes.
Well, how many weight classes she did? 6.
Even Muhammad Ali's grandson says that I am the best female fighter of this era.
Here with my boy Nico Ali Walsh. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling amazing. How about yourself?
Everything's good. Claressa Shields came out today with she had a $15 million check in her video and told Laila Ali, step up, we got the money. What are you thinking of it? Is she reaching? Is it a potentially that could scrap? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I don't think the fight is going to happen. I know Laila is significantly older than Claressa. If the fight did happen, I think it would would be amazing for women's boxing. So that'd be a fun fight to see.
Is Layla even in the gym? Is Claressa just trying to reach to get to a different level? Is she trying to use Layla?
Oh, no, Claressa doesn't need to use anybody. Claressa is the greatest female athlete of my time. Like, there's no question about it. Her accolades speak for themselves.
Even Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, your stepmom, said that I'd kick your ass.
I'm Laila Ali. I'm Muhammad Ali's wife. I just gave her a picture.
She said, I know.
I want to back her up. Okay. I'm backing her up. Okay. To kick Layla's ass.
She's too old now. She retired a long time ago. But if she can't turn down that bag, I understand $15 million at the end of the day, man. And she got punching power, right? She do what she got to do, man. Get that bag and go on about her business. But hey, I got Claressa Shields. You asking me who I got?
Yep.
I got the GOAT.
This is why you can't go anywhere, because we need those direct takes.
I got the GOAT.
This is why she's mad. Now, I have to put this out there. Laila, for you to do a 28-minute hate documentary, a smear campaign on my career, I have to give it to you. You are officially the most obsessed with me.
Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields. Clarissa's.
Claressa.
Watching Claressa Shields.
Okay.
We're not even in the same weight class. I know that she walked around heavier, but that would not happen. And not simply because she's not strong enough. Okay, because I would definitely knock her out. But because she's not talented enough to beat me. You're talented. You can box. You can.
Oh shit! Look.
Okay. Is it possible one of the biggest fights of all time, the matchup between you and Claressa Shields, could ever take place? Is it possible? Because that's what people want to know. What would it take?
It's absolutely possible. Is that she is just not physically big enough or strong enough to handle me. And she does not have enough skill to keep me off of her.
Want to do it? Is she an inspiring opponent?
Is she? Of course, absolutely.
So now
especially
it's a matter
that
of,
mouth.
So now it's a matter
especially
of
that mouth.
If that
because
mouth
when it's
raises
personal,
the purse high enough.
When it's personal, that starts a fire, right? And when the money's right and it makes sense, then why not?
In 2020, when I was dominating all these weight classes, Laila pulled this exact same stunt. Now we're in 2025 and I'm more viral than I could ever even be happy about being viral. And now here she is doing it again, trying to tie her name to mine for relevance. When asked about fighting me in 2025, this is what Laila Ali said.
Claressa Shields, there's rumors that you're gonna come back and fight her. What? Everybody's talking about it, or in the boxing circle.
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about this. That's all.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's gonna set this up. I know it.
Unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even gonna have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight, but if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it.
My team win records. All of us came together and we had 15 million in escrow for Laila to have a fight against me. Listen, the spices aren't selling and her TV shows are doing very bad. I was trying to put some money in her pocket and help her defend her legacy. I got great news for you. We got the 15 million. But instead of her being happy about that, she got angry. And then, as we have to go on this hate documentary, you're gonna show a clip of me getting dropped in a fight that I won unanimously? I have won every fight, unanimous decision or by knockout. Laila, you won a fight majority decision, and it's even one that should have been a split versus Jackie Frazier. She said I'm a bad representation of our culture. Let's clear that up. I've never been in jail. You can't find a mugshot of me. I've never tested positive for PEDs or anything. So therefore, how can I be a bad representation of the sport? You know who is a bad representation? Alicia Baumgartner, who she has pictures with. So my message to all the young girls and young boys coming up, never let the people that came before you try to discourage you, put fear into you, and make you not want to chase your dreams.
Okay, brother. Where do you want to start? It's I mean, listen, Jesus
I
Christ
could
on the
I could say start here. Let me just go and
okay.
say just starting overall about the whole
Okay.
production and everything that Clarissa put together. I,
Right.
I think it was well put together. I say it was well put together. It was well thought out. And she pulled some clips up that I put out before, so it was very recognizable for sure. So I would definitely say it was well put together overall, um, well executed. I would say well executed. 2 weeks of prep, you better come with some heat. I think she came with some heat with this one, but it is a little glimpses in between some of the stuff that she had going on that was shaky though.
Mm, mm-hmm.
I will say that for
Mm.
sure. There's still some shaky business in there. There's still some playing
We're gonna
victim
get to that
in
shaky
there.
business for
Still
sure.
playing victim, you know, still claiming that she's getting hated on let me say this because we didn't. This one thing I want to say because we didn't say anything about this on the first on the last Read the Room show about this particular topic. I've never personally never said that Clarissa's bad for boxing. I don't think she's never disrespected the sport, but I think she disrespect her queen. You know what I'm saying? Her, you know what I'm saying? Her queendom, if you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like a new word, queendom. You know what I'm saying? She disrespected her queendom. She disrespected herself. You know what I'm saying? With some of the moves that she makes. You know what I'm saying? Which is the that's just us criticizing her. It's not hate. We all know Clarissa Shields is fucking arguably the best fucking female boxer of all time, of course. You know what I'm saying? She got the accolades to prove it. And but one thing to start off with the video, you notice that she made notice to mention the accolades and stuff in the start of the video though, sis.
Yeah, I did notice that. I noticed quite a
Like
few
fighting
things.
Mary Spencer, you know what I mean? Like letting that be known and then she made notice to um let us know that Layla wasn't the first person that interviewed her. Okay, that's cool. But she was probably the most popular person to interview at that time. And that's more notable. Who I did a whole fucking face off. You feel me? Like, come on, like, are you shitting me? Like, that was probably your most popular interview at that time when you know what I'm saying, you came home and you won the Olympics and everything. But we noticed that you may notice that that was no, that wasn't your first no interview. Okay, so be it. But then you go on to play the clip of her at the Breakfast Club, and still, I don't get what she's got mad about or what Layla said. That's you can't sis, can you enlighten me on that? I'm still trying to figure out what was she so mad about from that Breakfast Club clip that triggered her to make the video that she made. Because the thing is, she played that clip, but she didn't play the clip of what she played like Layla did, though. That's my thing. It's glimpses in between the timeline. That's if we compare both videos, you got Layla looking at her overall video. She looked like she played more timelines in between of everything that went down between them more than Clarissa. Clarissa was a little bit, she was on timeline, but not on timeline with everything. You know what I'm saying? She should have played a little bit more extensive of the clip that Layla had from her response after the Breakfast Club or something. But she didn't do that. She went away from it. She just went straight on her Breakfast Club interview, and that was it.
Well, so yeah. uh, So, although she did, like you said, make mention and put a snippet in her video that Laila Ali was not the first person to interview her, she definitely was the most significant person to interview her. That catapulted her
Absolutely.
to a different kind of stardom, if you will. Not saying that she didn't deserve it, not saying that it wouldn't have happened, because as you stated, as we've stated, Clarissa is extremely talented. I don't think that's the conversation. And I think that's really
Absolutely.
the most important part that people aren't reading the room on. That's not the conversation. Her accolades are never going to be up for debate, um, simply because she's proven. You know what I mean? She is the best of the rest. She's been put to the test. So we'll leave that.
Right.
That's not the conversation. The conversation is her vindictiveness. The conversation is her playing the victim, right? So, for instance, when she played the clip of Layla Ali saying, no woman in the world can beat her, Layla Ali has said that that is how you are supposed to feel. She did. She also said she didn't even get mad when Clarissa said those very same things. When you are a fighter, that is how you are supposed to feel. I believe that is what she was referring to. That is what she said on the same Breakfast Club interview, if I'm not mistaken. Why Clarissa
Right.
Shields decided to drag Ronda Rousey into this when Ronda Rousey is a UFC fighter, I'm not really sure. She was kind of all over the place. I guess she was trying to uh, tie the pieces together, saying Layla Ali, hates on all these people, so on and so forth, right? But that's Ronda. Ronda Rousey is a UFC fighter. Layla Ali is a boxer. So those are two completely different types of combat sports. I'm not even sure her whole point, I guess, to show that Layla, hates on other women, sure, right?
Yeah, that was like the Ronda Rousey thing threw me. Like I understand that, like how she tried her angle of that, how she played
Yeah,
it
I guess
with,
she's trying to provide
showing
context.
like, oh, she's hate. Oh, Ronda Rousey at the time was the biggest woman in combat sports, and now I am. And she showed the clips of her pretty much hating on Ronda Rousey, which is, I felt it was well played. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like. I think we didn't see any clips from Ronda Rousey talking about Layla Ali, which is I'm pretty sure it's probably some clips out there because this is the thing. When Layla Ali's in interviews and they ask her about Claressa Shields or Ronda Rousey, especially in the case if they say, um, oh shit, my shit, but I thought my thing went out for a second. Especially if they say, like, oh yeah, you think you can beat Ronda Rousey? You think you can beat Clarissa Shields? You expect Layla Ali not to say that she can beat them girls? Like, come on, like we gotta be real. Like all of this at the end of the day, like I said earlier, is more so all of these women being competitive and all of them popping they shit. You know what I'm saying? And they getting asked questions in interviews about each other. They giving their opinions and stuff. Yeah, Layla, she popped her shit about, Ronda Rousey losing on the first loss and shit. Was it distasteful? After a while, yeah, after a while, when you see her in 3, 4 clips and she kind of, going crazy on Ronda Rousey losing, yeah, it's distasteful. It's nasty work. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that's gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna read the room with everything. We gonna lay everything out on the table and keep it 100. Yeah, it's nasty work on her behalf, to brag about and kind of boast on Ronda Rousey's first loss. But at the same time, we ain't seen what Ronda Rousey had. I'm pretty sure Ronda Rousey got some clips talking about Layla Ali out there too. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that was definitely nasty work. So there's no dispute there. But like you said, we don't know their background, we don't know their relationship, we don't know what stemmed their distaste for one another.
Right.
Colin Kaepernick issue that she brought up. I ain't gonna lie, that was a little disheartening to hear Layla talk like that, given everything that her father went through.
Yeah,
So
she
that
cooked with
part, I
that one,
never saw
sis.
that. Yeah,
That one
yeah,
right
she
there.
definitely cooked with
I
that one
gotta
because I
say,
never saw
I
that clip
seen that. I was
before.
like, she cooked with that one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
give
I
I
didn't
give
see. I've never
Clarissa with
seen
a
that one before.
big
So
knockdown in that round right there. Big
yeah, she
knockdown in that.
definitely, that was definitely a 10-8 round for her. However, I just don't understand. She started to point the finger and shifting the conversation. I'm not sure what that had to do with, I guess, her hating on Claressa. I wish she really just would have stayed on topic, but nevertheless, she definitely cooked with that one, right? But I really think that it's important for everybody to know that Claressa is not a victim, okay? For instance, check this out.
Bought every last one of my siblings a car.
Really?
Bought my mama a house. My mama 2 cars. My daddy a car. Help him with his bills. Help mama with her bills. Help my sister take care of her 3 kids. Her 3 kids live with me. I go there, sit with the teachers, go to teacher conferences. I do all this stuff. And it seemed like the more you do, the more that they don't like you.
Right.
I overlooked how much my sister, started disliking me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I never done nothing to her. I don't want to get emotional, you know what I'm saying? But me and my sister got the same mama and same daddy, and we grew up together. And, she just, you work so hard to make all this money and to have a good life for yourself. And then the people who you want to share it with, they just change on you. And it's hurtful because people say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely, you know what I'm saying? People shouldn't feel like because I work my butt off that they deserve my money and they deserve my time and they deserve to tell me who I can and can't hang around and they can be so entitled. Family shouldn't be like that. Now all of a sudden, I'm the bad person, but I wasn't a bad person when I was doing backflips for you. I didn't have no boundaries. You can talk to me how you want to talk to me. You can trigger me. You can make me cry. You can mess up fights. You can do all this stuff. Soon as I tell you no to something, I can buy you a car, put you in a house, pay all your bills.
It ain't enough.
People don't want what.
This was one of the rare times that I started to really like Claressa because I felt like I was starting to understand her a little bit more, right?
Right.
Like the way she is and some of the things that she says and how and why she is the way she is, right? But then it went left again.
I'm just being honest with you. What else? He ain't boxing 2 years. He about to fight March 30th against Tim Tszyu.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Tszyu finna knock Keith Thurman ass out. That's the truth. And no, he can't. Look, this is, you talking to a boxing encyclopedia. I've been at the fights and I watched Keith Thurman fight. I've been there at the up in New York when he fought. I've been there to see it with my own eyes. I'm not saying that Keith Thurman no trash. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that ain't no boxer who been off for 2 years. Don't even take boxing seriously. I don't know why he be talking like that, but whatever. And then you ain't even that great of a boxer to be talking about some, oh, you can go in there and use bigger gloves and beat me with. Look, I got my man here. My man has seen me in the ring with men. He don't have a worry ever in his life. When I get out the ring, he look at me and be like,
I ain't playing with that motherfucker.
you know.
It's certain things as a woman that you should know, right? You being even if you are like maybe the best woman fighter in the world, there's still a difference. There's layers to this shit, right? And there's obviously differences, but that's just her, against. This is not the first time I've heard her actually say that about uh Keith Thurman or any other man. She stated that she thinks she could beat Jake Paul, stuff like this. So I think that it's a lot of things that go into why people tell Claressa that she's not a victim. There's been several instances, obviously, that we all know. Look at her. We talked about this one before. She said, "Congratulations, that was a little dry." Amanda Serrano. This was her response, I guess, to Layla's video. This is here. This was December of 2023. I've never hated on a boxer in my life. I just don't mess with a lot of fighters because they weird. I thought this Goofy was different, but she been a hater from jump. She mad that I got the opportunity to fight at the LCA, and her network had her at the Masonic Temple. It's levels to this shit. You gotta earn it. I'm assuming she's talking about Amanda? Or, I could be wrong.
Alicia.
Oh, she's talking about Alicia Baumgartner. That's interesting.
Same
That's
person
very
she
interesting.
threw a shot at towards the end of the video.
The same person she threw a shot at towards the end of the video. And also this.
But I'll be winning Saturday night, and any of those girls who want to be the GOAT, all you gotta do is make a fight with me. Alicia Baumgartner, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. All you gotta do is make a fight with me. And then I can show you, you're not the GOAT for many reasons.
So, that was unwarranted as well. There's been several instances, if I'm not mistaken. Here she is talking about Savannah Marshall. Marshall's a bitch. That's it. She's a bitch. She's a hater. She wishes she was me. She wishes she had the belts, the gold medals, and she don't. Marshall just want to be me. She wishes she was black and everything. It's just sad. Hmm. So when I get on some of these platforms and I discuss Claressa Shields and people, label certain ones of us haters, um, these are the things that I'm talking about when I say that she's not a victim, right? These are the things that I mean when I say that Claressa has a hand in some of the reason that a lot of people don't like her or fancy her, right? That's really the main reason that I think she's not a victim, right? So the problem is, for one, you named yourself the GOAT, and whatever. I don't have a problem with that. It is what it is. If that's how you feel about yourself, then obviously people started calling her that, and for good reason. Claressa gets busy in that ring. You know what I'm saying? I think it's outside of the ring that we all, are kind of split with, and some of us have an issue with it, and some of us, they just don't for whatever reason. They like to see her as a victim. I don't get that from her whatsoever. What do you say about that, bro?
Yeah, I don't. My problem with her always been outside of the ring with certain stuff, and then some of the stuff don't be about shit half of the time. But people try to make like when you see her in some of these particular situations with people, she adds shit on. Like a lot of conversations with her with Amanda Serrano, you know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano, yeah, yeah, she's going to go back and forth with you a little bit because Amanda Serrano always looked at you as, one of the best. She looked at you as a big sister and everything. You know what I'm saying? And of course, when it comes to, Amanda Serrano, you got, Claressa, going at Amanda Serrano talking about that, hey, I made the most. Like she's mad at Amanda Serrano because people was mentioning about her making more money than her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like that was a whole conversation, which is like, what does that matter? Both of y'all making great money in the game. Y'all are both highest paid women in the game.
And I think they're
Like,
both doing amazing for women's sports,
yeah,
for women's basketball.
they've done amazing things, both of them. You know what I'm saying? Just be encouraging of that. And that, like, as far as that, it shouldn't be no pushback to Amanda because y'all both got y'all whole legend in the game. Like that'd be the cold conversations where you'd be like, damn, why you shitting on Amanda at times and Amanda show you love, and then people be like, oh well, Amanda said this. Well, yeah, Amanda's giving pushback to what Claressa has said because Clarissa's always, wanting validation for her accolades. If somebody says that they're doing better than her in any circumstance, she wants that validation similar to Floyd Mayweather. The same shit. It's the
And I
same
think
exact
that
shit. And we explained this on the last Read the Room show that
Mhm.
she wants validation similar to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean?
And
Which
that's
is
why I think my
she don't
biggest
need
issue
that.
with her is that's
Like
my
we
biggest
know
issue.
we know you. We know who you are. We know you the fucking best. We know you'll beat Laila Ali. The whole conversation about you wanting to fight Laila Ali, like I said, my whole thought process of this was from the beginning with Claressa from both videos that we seen. Like I said, Layla got timelines out very well put together, better than Claressa do, and she stayed on course little bit more. Even though Claressa went off course with a couple of bangers, you know what I'm saying, especially the one with, the whole Black Lives Matter subject. That was a good one. But with the timelines and stuff, you looking at what Layla put together. Layla put it together and showed in her video that Claressa's been clout chasing her from the beginning. That's why we had our video saying Claressa's been clout chasing Laila Ali from day one. And now you got Claressa with her video, which is she's didn't put out the timeline well. Like, you got to put out material from what you did on your responses to her videos, which is you didn't put them out there. You just responded to them as well, like you just said. Like she said, what she said she was lying about. So she said she was lying about what was that
She said
again?
that Layla was lying about a few things. She said she was lying about the sparring situation. But if you look at
The
the
sparring
clip, it literally
situation.
is the same clip that Layla played in her video, but Clarissa didn't let the whole thing play out, right? And I
Right.
get it, right? No one wants to
She
sit there and
clipped
put a
it
whole
short.
interview, yeah, a whole interview inside of an interview. Even with the Breakfast Club interview that she put up there, again, reaching where Layla said no one inspires her to come back. This woman is 15 years removed from the sport. You couldn't inspire me to get back in there either. I didn't take it as a dig, but that's the issue, right? You take everything personal, even when no one is talking to you personally.
Absolutely.
Instant.
Like,
The Andre
like
Ward interview that Layla Ali did.
First of all, I haven't spoke on Laila Ali in a very long time. Like, I even stopped mentioning me and her fighting because it's like, if we're not really gonna fight, if it's not gonna happen, then why we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, I'm gonna let it go. I've been come to terms with that. To me, she's jealous. I've been come to terms with that. Now it's just like now I got the biopic and I got the fight coming up, and you know what I'm saying? She acts like I owe her something. It's weird. But this is my thing, right? I hate to have to bring this to everybody's attention because it's like y'all don't know because of social media world and how celebrities make themselves look. But Laila Ali is not a former, she's not a champion. She hasn't been inside the ring in 18 years. Since I was 9 years old was the last time she got in the ring, right? So I'm trying to figure out why every time when something going on with me, here she come. Today she really offended me today because she gonna say some burning bridges, and if I keep burning bridges, I won't get very far. I've gotten further in my career and in my life than Laila Ali. What are we talking about? Yeah, it's really too late to hate, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not even a thing of, am I, you know what I'm saying? I don't even compare or contrast to you. I'm saying she's not a champion right now. She's been retired for 18 years. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like for her to just keep making it seem like something is what it's not. Where's my thing at? Here we go. Trying to make it seem like something is what it's not. It's just like crazy to me. She trying to make it seem like she's still relevant. She's not going to come out of retirement and fight me. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. And she's not going to come out of retirement and fight me. She said that I'm not going to make it very far, and I made it further than her. And if I keep burning bridges, ma'am, you don't know my life. You're not around me. Who have I burnt the bridge with? Who I'm supposed to have a bridge with? Because I'm around a lot of OGs and genuine people. So I haven't burnt no bridge with somebody who I had who have a genuine relationship with me. I'm talking about everybody who I'm cool with. And y'all know everybody who I'm cool with. Everybody already know. So it's like for her to keep, she wanna come and give this, what is this, big sister advice? Oh, if you keep burning bridges, you won't make it really far. And she said, But I've already made it further than you. I'm gonna keep saying that. I have made it further than you, and I'm gonna keep making it farther than you as I continue to go on my journey. Laila Ali retired from boxing when she was 29 years old. I'm 29 right now. So then you talking about you want to give some game. Laila Ali also is 47 years old. Listen, I ain't got no problem with nobody being older. Because you can't help it when you was born. So I don't got no problem with that. But this is the thing. This is my era now. And it's been my era. And she's never supported me in my era. She's never given me no advice but not to turn pro. Was that good advice? Was that good advice? I'm not going to say it was good advice. But at the time, I'm thinking that she came from a place of sincerity, you know, and it was from a genuine place because it wasn't no way for women's boxing back in her day. Now it's a different time now. I took a risk turning pro. But why did she tell me not to turn pro instead of just saying, all right, boom, I'm going to back you? She's never given no other female fighter her blessing. Oh, wait a minute. She started giving Katie Taylor her blessing once she started having problems with me. She started giving Alicia Baumgartner her blessings once she started having problems with me. That's when she started doing that. So Laila Ali is giving off very much hater energy. And, bro, you're not going to fight me. So why do you keep bringing me up? You're not going to come out and fight nobody, let alone me. She never gave me no advice or tips on how to make more money in women's boxing. She didn't show me no shortcut. She didn't put me in contact with no people to help me get to where I was trying to get to. Man, stop. Man, it's crazy. Every time I'm having a moment, she do the same thing. Same stuff. Every time I'm big, I'm blowing up, people talk about me, here she come. Here she come.
So I just want to address a few things that she stated in that video. So she probably was talking about currently, and I really hope that that's what she's talking about because just for the record, Laila Ali was a four-time undefeated champion. She held titles in multiple divisions. I believe it was the WBC, WBA, the IBA, and the IWBF, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully she was talking about currently. Obviously, she's not a champion currently because she is retired. Coincidentally, Clarissa keeps talking about this bad advice that she gave her. Coincidentally, you being a two-time Olympic gold medalist is actually Layla's doing. So that whole narrative that you love to spout with one of your accolades is actually due to Layla because I remember in Layla's video and you co-signed it, she told you to stay in the Olympics for the second time because there was not a lot going on in women's boxing and you would have been sitting on the shelf. So going back to the Olympics, taking that advice actually gave you more accolades and more of a push when you got into the pros. So I'm not really sure what she means when she says that either. Um, Laila Ali not giving her advice, that's also incorrect because as we know from Layla's video, she's the one who told you to start branding yourself. So that also didn't make any sense. There's a lot of things that Clarissa says that just don't add up and just don't line up. So I want that to be clear as well.
Yeah, absolutely, sis. Yeah, I'm right along with you on that. It's it's all about the timelines, like I continue to say. And with Clarissa, she has to understand that with it's not about fighting Layla. Like, cause the thing is, with all of this timeline, you get asked in interviews about Layla. You talking about you want to fight her. It's going back and forth. It's like a whole pissing contest. Like it's like two men having a pissing contest. You know what I mean? At this point. And You continue to egg it on to where you done came up with a whole $15 million check, and talking about you done put the money in escrow for the fight, and you continue to want to fight this girl because you don't have no true defining super fight. You looking at Bud Crawford fighting guys like Canelo and Earl Spence, where he having two legendary fights where, both of them fights, look well for his career towards the back end of his career. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You looking at those situations and you looking at it like shit. I'm on the same type of time, and I need me a super fight. I need me a true defining fight. You done had it with Savannah Marshall. You done had it with Hannah Gabriel. You done had a couple of them, but they wasn't the name like Laila Ali. But at the same time, like we said, she been retired for so long. What, since '07?
She's been
She
retired
ain't
now for
fighting no
18 years.
more.
So
And
there's
then
nothing that you'll gain from fighting
and
Layla
then
Ali.
even
There's
with
no
Layla
props that you
too.
will get.
And
There's no props
even
you will
too,
get.
sis, I want to add this too with Layla. And even with Layla, she can stop egging the shit on. Stop entertaining the shit. Because you entertaining it, that's why I told motherfuckers earlier. They both clout chasing at this fucking point. They both clout chasing off each other. And if they ain't gonna fucking fight, then what's the point of us talking about all of this shit at the end of the day?
It's very catty. And I will say this, right? I think it's that Layla's at the point now where it's more or less response, and it's like, how much further do you think? Like I said before, stop poking the bear, right? Like, so we can't get upset at the person who responds, right? That's like, you know, uh, you slap me, you slap me, you slap me, then I punch you, and you mad at me because I punched you. It doesn't really work that way. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, I mean, I don't know how to even address it because it's like from the timeline that Layla put together and the little snippets of Claressa Shields, his story, she got a story, and somewhere in between there is the truth. Layla ain't no Bible book. I'm not fooled for 1 second saying that everything she said is the gospel. I know everything Claressa said is not the gospel. Somewhere within the two of their stories lies the truth. And for whatever that's worth, yes, let's put an end to this. Laila Ali is a very successful woman who has been removed from the sport for 18 plus years and has had several successful businesses. She has her Homemade Simple, that actually won an Emmy and ran for 3 seasons on OWN. Okay, she has the beauty brand. She has the organic seasoning line, and she had a best-selling book. Um, she's been on the best-selling authors list. So she's a very accomplished woman. Boxing was a snippet of her life in the beginning of her life. But like you said, Clarissa is looking for that career-defining fight or that fight that she feels will finally validate her. But the issue with that is the pool for women's boxing at her weight class, the higher she goes, the less likely it is that she will find that career defining fight because it's just not enough competition.
And even more, she got a whole announcement that's about to pop out that she says she's about to announce. So she got a fight coming up that she's about to announce as well. So you look at the timing of it, her video dropping, she about to have an announcement of her fight. You know what I mean? It's all for the fame and the attention right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody's
I
trying
mean,
to
as
get
you
they
said,
get their boost
they're
on, which I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at the end of the day. It's the thing. When you go about it in the way you go about it though, that's the difference. You going about it in a way to where it's like, why at this point? You know what I'm saying? Why?
hmm
I almost I liked her response. Don't get it twisted. I do love her response, and like I said earlier, I feel like it's well executed. But at the same time, you still throwing stones, but then you expect no stones to not get thrown back at you.
and
It
that's
don't
my
work
point.
like that.
That's my that's my point. You can't
That's the
you can't
problem.
attack somebody and then expect them not to respond. Like she's thrown several shots over the past week alone at Alicia Baumgartner. several times, and I know that
Yep,
those can
that's
go
why she
back and
threw a
forth
shot at her at the end of the video, sis,
in the
because
video.
they
Yeah,
were back and forth.
but see, that's the thing though, right? Like Alicia Bumgarner had absolutely nothing to do with this issue that you had with Layla Ali. And you made a reference of Alicia Bumgarner popping dirty, although you forgot the fact that she was also cleared of that when she popped dirty, as were you when you popped for the weed. So these
Mm-hmm.
things are also
Absolutely.
important to mention when we state these things publicly, right? So all those girls that are in the sport, if they want to go back and forth with their catty shit, let them. But again, Layla Ali has been removed from the sport for 18 years, I believe. So I'm not really sure what she thinks she's
Yeah.
gonna get out of this. Even if Layla does get back in the ring with her, what do you expect to gain from beating a retired boxer who's been removed from the sport for 18 years? What kind of validation will that really bring you?
Man, that's what I'm saying. Is no validation because a lot of people already in the opinion like she played clips. What's the crazy part? The clips she played, a lot of it was people that's very favorable of her too, by the way. But she played clips of people, saying that, they believe Clarissa would win, would beat her in the fight. So, and even myself, I'm in my own. Like I'm in my own belief that Clarissa would would beat Layla Ali, but at the same time, you threw me off. Laura in the background. And she like, do you? I'm like, yes. I'm like, what's surprising about that? Like, come on, daggone Layla Ali is 18 years removed from fighting, and of course, Clarissa. And Clarissa, of course, best of all time in the game. Young and still, powerful and doing her thing. And a lot of people feel like she's getting stronger throughout her career right now too, in these later years too. Even though we feel like the opposition ain't been lackluster in recent time and moving up and wait for her. And that's why we want to see fights from her like franchise. Like we want to see Clarissa talk about franchise Cruz, DAZN. We want to see her talking about Shadeja Green. Like those are the fights we
Well,
want to
it's
hear her
rumored
talk
that
about.
she will
People
be
in her
fighting
era.
Shadeja Green. So that's what I want to see. I want to see her fight Shadeja Green, and I've heard that they're in talks to make a fight happen. So kudos to them. But to your point about the people that she touted out as the ones that think that she would beat her, coincidentally, obviously, as you know, that those are her friends. As far as Nikolai Wash, who is obviously Layla Ali's sister's son, they don't have the best relationship. And obviously, Muhammad Ali's ex-wife, she had beef with Layla Ali's mother, Veronica. So, that's a reason why she would also back Claressa Shields. Not to say that anyone is wrong for backing Claressa Shields because she is younger, she is still active. So it is a good goddamn chance that she will beat Layla Ali. So if we are all in agreement of this, why do you want to fight her? Why do you want to fight somebody that 90% of people think you will beat?
And
Where's
you
the
know what they're gonna
challenge
say?
in
They're
that?
gonna say it's because they're gonna say because of Layla Ali, she started and she been talking, saying she'll
Yeah,
knock
well,
her
you know
out and
what?
all of
If
that.
somebody
That's
is
what they're gonna
popping
say.
off at their mouth at you, I feel so weird with this whole situation, right? Because I was brought up to respect my elders, and I do my Throwback Thursdays in homage to the fighters that came before us. I cannot imagine, that's why I had such a fit with Dan Pacquiao. Go sit down. This is not your time. This is a young man's game. Okay? Nobody is pulling for Layla Ali to come out of retirement outside of Claressa Shields. Are there not enough women that you can be boxing that you have to go into the senior department of box rec? No disrespect, Layla. But are there not enough active female boxers that you can be boxing? So this is like my major issue. You get no credit for fighting Layla Ali. To what you
Facts.
said, this is nothing but clout chase at this point. You two are not going to fight. You will get zero credit for beating her. What is the point?
And she dropped this too. Like she dropped it to make her respond too. So now Layla That's why it was kind of funny on the response too, because now it's forcing Layla Hand to drop her part two to talk about the $15 million now, and which is that you see that like now it's gonna be Layla
They're
dropping another
setting it up. Yeah,
video,
they're
then
setting each other
Carissa
up,
gonna
and
drop another video
it's stupid.
responding to
It's
Layla.
stupid.
Like this is
It's
about to be an
stupid.
ongoing thing
It's very silly at this point
for
because
both of these
there's
motherfuckers not to
nothing else
fight
that
each
needs to
other.
be said. Yeah, for neither one of them to be fighting each other. It's silly. It really is silly. It's very
But
silly
I'm almost
because
thinking
y'all
they
not gonna
talking to
fight.
each other behind the scenes. Got this
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
is a whole play
I'm gonna
for
drop my
both of
part.
them
You
behind
drop
the
your part.
scenes almost. This is
I'm
what
gonna
it
drop my
almost
part.
looks
You
like.
drop your part. I'm gonna drop your part. You drop your part. I'm gonna drop my part. You drop your part. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what
Very
it's looking
silly.
like behind the scenes, sis. I promise you,
Mhm.
that's what it's looking
Mhm.
like at this point. Because that's why I said they
Absolutely.
clout chasing each other at this point. You know what I'm saying? And they try to shit. Oh, Layla, she clout chasing for her YouTube channel. Shit, why the fuck not? Shit, fucking. We already know
If
this motherfucker.
anybody
This
thinks that
motherfucker
Layla
Clarissa,
Ali
she done went
Kelly
ahead and
YouTube
got her
channel,
production team together to put her shit together. You know what I mean? So shit, I
they're
ain't mad at
bugging.
it.
If
But
anybody thinks
y'all ain't
that
about
these
to keep doing
champions,
this shit and y'all ain't scrapping though. Like
yeah,
if it ain't no
yeah,
scrap
yeah,
behind all of these videos getting thrown back and forth and all the dissing and shit and
yeah,
you
yeah.
hating this and you hating that and all that. If there ain't no scrap behind this, what are we doing?
That's what I just said. What is the point of all this? I just don't understand it. And Layla Ali do not need her little ass YouTube channel to blow up, honey. That woman is extremely successful and accomplished. YouTube is the least of her worries or concerns. Um, why she finally decided to come out and address it, I guess because she got tired of the years and years of the back and forth. But like you said, y'all ain't about to be going back and forth on no YouTube if y'all ain't about to fight. It's a waste of time for both women.
Right. And then even going back and forth. Then she said Alicia was bad for the sport too. Like which is I'm like I ain't really like that 100%. Like, what's your definition of why she's bad for the sport? Well, because
Well,
well,
she
she
said because
popped,
she
she
popped dirty, but
oh, 'cause she popped
again,
dirty, but she
Alicia,
got clear
yeah,
from it though. So
she
like,
definitely got clear from it. But
and I
but
don't see
Clarissa,
Alicia
you
going
popped
at
dirty
other
for weeks.
fighters like that. Like yeah, she Alicia be talking shit to women around her weight class. But she ain't out there, going at other fighters saying like, they hating on her and all of that shit just because
I think that that's
a person
another
said they
another
can beat her
reason.
and that they the best and shit. Like these people be saying they the best and they the fucking they the best and they can beat anybody in the world and stuff. And then Clarissa comes out like, oh, they hating on me. Like what? Like just because a person say they the best and they can beat her or they can beat any woman in the world, what they hating on Clarissa Shields? Just because a person don't mention Clarissa Shields' accolades when they mention her name in the conversation means that they're hating on her? Like that's what we doing. Like this is where it comes down to. Like she's like, oh, Layla ain't mentioned my accolades, me being undisputed. Woo woo. Like, what the fuck?
With all those accolades, she's still an insecure little girl
Like
because
I be
she
sitting
cannot
back laughing
need
about all of this shit, just
external
thinking
validation.
about everything that's said from like her and on certain occasions and certain conversations. I'm like, but then you said this on this occasion, and Alicia's not bad for the sport at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just seen her encourage a lot of the younger women fighters out there, especially around her being around the MVP on Staple now. Like all of the women that's under that Staple, like, you see them working out together and stuff at times and stuff. Like she's very encouraging to a lot of the women. And I've seen, Alicia being gyms out there in Ohio and Michigan and stuff like that, like doing great work with the younger generation. So her saying that she being bad for the sport, I disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that whatsoever. But again, shots thrown for whatever reason, who knows? I think that's another one of my issues with Clarissa Shields. These women are like 5 to 6 weight classes below you. I don't think their body can hold that much weight. I don't think you can get down that low. So what is it really about? You know what I mean? I'm just really not sure. But the video was well put together. She definitely had a couple nice little shots in that video.
Facts.
Timeline was a little hard to follow. But it is what it is. But it's a lot of fat rapping and capping. Glove up or shut up.
Man, and I want people to know this is all critiquing. It's no slander. It's no hate. This is critiquing. We have already elaborated that Carissa's video was well put together, well executed. She did her thing on this motherfucker. She exposed some, some couple gems in there that we didn't know about Layla, which was dope and shit. But at the same time, you gotta understand, y'all not about to fight. What we gonna keep doing video to video for? Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to see y'all fight. If y'all ain't gonna fight, then shut the fuck up. That's where I'm at with it. Like read the room. This is all critiquing from this aspect with it. And with Clarissa, she got to stop playing victim. Everybody's not hating on you. Just because somebody say they the best or they can beat you, don't mean they hating on you. You know what I'm saying? And seriously, Clarissa needs to take consideration to get some therapy, man. Because she got a lot of deep issues from the past and stuff about her looks and everything Like, Clarissa, you're a beautiful woman, man. You're beautiful. Wear your crown proudly. You're a beautiful woman. You ain't gotta worry about no people's body. I know who where I don't know where this body shaming shit. Because I guess people did it when she was younger, and then when people at this age they do it now to her, and then it really affects her still. Which is, I think, like she really gonna have to get some real therapy if that's an issue as far as her looks to her. Which is, you see her with how she's dressing and how she's moving around and stuff now, like where like she's trying to disguise it, but you still see that deep situation upon her still within, with her too. That's why I said like it's a lot of deep shit with Clarissa that I feel like she hasn't faced, and that I feel like she's worried about the wrong shit. You know what I mean? Like get some of them personal scars, together. Get them personal scars together. Because then it gives you these outbreaks in public where you lashing out at other people and stuff. But it's really deeply when you're mad about other shit in hand too. Because a lot of people will take their real life issues out on others. And that's a case too with Clarissa that I've seen too, that I've noticed as well.
Yeah, hurt people, and that's a fact. And I have mentioned that before that, she's well off now. She makes pretty good money. She does need to invest in herself, her inner self, not just her wigs and weaves and hair. She needs to invest in herself. Um, find out whatever's still broken inside of her and heal it
Right.
because that trauma is projecting onto other people.
For
And
real.
I don't know, possibly when she was younger, she was body shamed. She was in the Olympics. There might have been a lot of Caucasian females in the Olympics that don't share our body type. But as of now, I see men all over the place lusting over her. So I'm not really sure how she's
Yeah.
being body
Man,
shamed
hey,
or
man,
who's
she
body
had that
shaming
one
her.
little weigh in. The one little weigh in, she had the little cheeks showing, and then had the young bull up there looking at the cheeks up there at the press conference, and you know what I'm saying. And then even men that I be talking about, I be talking to about Claressa Shields on her fights and stuff. A lot of men watch her just to see her fight because they like she can fight, and some men think she looks good. So you know what I'm saying. Now, I feel like she looked good too. I don't think she ugly. I feel like her dressing can be a little bit better. I can say I think she be better at certain spots, but the dressing be a little off a little times. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But I mean, I think overall, Carissa, she looks great, man. She's a amazing, looking woman, man. And Papoose with her for a reason. Obviously, he cheating on his damn wife for her. So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know who's body shaming her at this point. I don't see anything, you know. Well, she's a voluptuous African American woman. Most of us have curves. Most of us are
Absolutely.
very shaped. So I'm not sure, who's body shaming her. I'm not sure where that came from. But again, these are inner issues that she definitely needs to address. You know, that's all. She just needs to read the room within.
Right. I think for real, like that Andre Ward interview that she had when you showed that clip earlier, that's probably like the most in depth, deepest interview I've seen from her. You know what I mean? But I think it's more of that inside her that she ain't explained and expressed 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the thing is, she's very. That's the part. That's not a problem. But the thing is, she's very expressive for us. Like her feelings about certain particular things. You know what I'm saying on the internet and everything. But she ain't expressed those deep scars yet, which is we don't expect her to. You know what I'm saying? We expect you to get that together behind the scenes, whatever it is. But if anybody noticed though, like we talking about, if you read in the room with it, it's really some deeper scars within Claressa Shields of why she, reacts the way she does in public with certain particular situations. You know what I mean? Which is, it carries on to stuff like this with Laila Ali, which this has been going on for too damn long now. Shit, it's gonna be damn near 10 years in a minute. Like,
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that, and I can acknowledge that she definitely does have some inner trauma that she needs to, deal with therapy, because that's the only way she's going to heal is if she addresses it head on.
and we
However,
all do. Like we all got, our own lives where we got, deep stuff, whatever. But you gotta find a person that to confine in, that you're comfortable with to do so in that manner. You know what I mean? And get that off your chest and stuff to where it can clear you off and clear your mind and allow you to be a better person. You know what I mean? You gotta be transparent with certain particular shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you just feel like when you bottling up shits, then you lash out, and then you lashing out at the wrong people and shit, and then you get to looking crazy out here, man, in public, especially when you a public figure, of course, too.
yeah. Yep. But even with all of that, she still needs to take accountability with some of the things that she says and does. To some of the other
Absolutely.
women, throwing them under the bus and just attacking them verbally online. It just doesn't paint her in the best of lights. Um, and I get it, she's a boxer. Nobody's saying she has to be perfect, but there is a thing called branding. You know what I'm saying? And whether we like it or not, as women, we still have to conduct ourselves in a certain way. And just fighting and being catty with every other goddamn woman boxer, at what point does she start to look within? Because it can't be everybody else. The common
Absolutely.
denominator is you.
Throwing stones and not expecting stones to come back at you, like I said earlier, sis.
Yep. Yep. But that is all I got, brother. You got anything else?
I ain't got anything else at all, sis. You already know the vibes. This was another great one. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody, love this content, you know what I'm saying, from me and sis, man. This show, Read the Room, man, is definitely something that, we definitely trying to push and be better. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all watch this on the playback. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to, my sister, Jack Queen Boxing for sure. Subscribe to myself, Camden Network. I'll be live Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Sorry but not sorry, Boxing Talk Wednesdays. It's gonna be a great one, man, for sure. I can't wait to chop it up with the boxing family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna open the panel up. We're gonna cover some big topics. You know what I mean? You already know we're gonna have a good show, man. We're gonna have fun. It's all about having fun with this, you know what I'm saying? I don't be caring to talk about some of these particular topics at times because I be want to talk about other shit. But then when shit come across the desk and we in the algorithm and us being content creators, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna cover it, and it's a hot topic. Of course, we're gonna cover it and break it down in layers, cook it up, man, for sure. So we definitely be live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And you already know. Make sure y'all go back and watch the show from Sunday I gotta express that. So watch the show from Sunday. Um, Devin Haney talking about he gonna step on Brian Norman Jr. That show, man. I had Brian Norman the senior on there. He was on there for a hot minute, almost like 3 hours, man. It's dope. So I got content coming out with that particular show, man. It was a dope ass show. So 6:30 p.m. Wednesday. You already know, sis. We lit. You already know.
For sure, for sure. Well, everybody, I am Jack Queen Boxing. I'm live Thursdays and Saturdays. This Thursday, I'll be live at 5:30 p.m. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and hype this video as well. We want to push this in the algorithm. Really trying to build the Read the Room
Definitely.
brand, help everybody kind of put some of the pieces together. I will be dropping some videos later this week about everything that is going on, and we will be live to discuss them live. So with that, that's all I believe we got. We are good to go. Y'all make sure y'all follow my brother Cam J Network on all his socials, Jack Queen Boxing on all my socials, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are
Absolutely.
good to go.
Salute.
Absolutely, bro.